Hello and welcome back to my Shadowrun Dragonfall Director's Cut Let's Play. So last time, we got out and we found a little bit more information about this event called Dragonfall. I talked to my team a bit. Now we're off to go find a gentleman named Altug, or Altug. Still figuring out his name there. I'm gonna assume these are all merchants. Seems to be like my home base. The dwarvish tech vendor, yeah, there you go, smiles at you with practiced ease, her almond eyes twinkling with the glare from a dozen trid screens. She speaks in a clipped, heavily accented German. Can't do a German accent, so I'm not gonna do a voice like that for it. Welcome to the Data Haven. Can I help you with something? I need some tech. I'm on a tight schedule. Show me what you've got. I'm in the market for something exotic. What kind of tech do you carry? I'm just browsing. Don't mind me. Well, I'm a mage user, so tech's not really my thing. But there's my tech. My tech person. Donations from the soup kitchen of Slode. Can you tell me? Ooh, you're mean looking. Before you stands a troll. Though it is a stretch to say he is standing at all, his great mass is barely held upright by two vintage prosthetic legs. Ooh, poor guy. Along with a crutch under one arm. His body clicks and hums with every shift of his weight. Despite these disabilities, his eyes are sharp and calculating. I know you. Haven't been here long. I hope so, or I should hope so. If you know Monica. Haven't been here long, because I honestly haven't been here long. New to the cruise bazaar, and heard Monica had some fresh meat in her stable. I'm unpro, by the way. There's something you should know about Monica. I'll leave you be. And I'm not one to spread news necessarily, especially not before introducing myself. So let's go with I'm unpro, by the way. Good to meet you, unpro. Name's Zaleski Lane. What's your place in Cruise Bazaar? That's a name I should know. What do you do here, Mr. Lane? Let's do that. What do you do here, Mr. Lane? Ache and groan mostly and try not to be a bother. Fair enough. There's something you should know about Monica. Something happened to her on a run? That wasn't a question. Something happened to her on a run. How do you know? You know something about it? I'm afraid so. Let's just go with I'm afraid so. No reason to dilly-dally. There have already been whispers. I had a feeling, besides. Monica almost always carried around after a run to check on everybody. She's long overdue. Now you are here in her place, so she's either severely wounded or outright dead. Which is it? Let's go with, we lost her dead. I'm afraid she's gone. We lost her. The grizzled troll nods grimly. The servos in his prosthetics complain as he lets loose a heavy sigh. Now that is a shame. She was a hell of a runner, that one. And a good friend. I'll leave you be. Damn. I'm looking for frickin' Altug. I don't know the fuck where he is. Okay, let's go talk to this guy. I just want to see who's selling what. The Romani Patriarch is an impressive figure, an enormous man with in his late 60s, burly and broad-chested despite his age. His voice is deep and resonant, and his breath is heavy with the stench of pipe tobacco. Oh man, what kind of name can I give this? This guy's name is Gunari Metbach. Tavern back still, dwarf? You're here to conduct some business? If so, I welcome you to Metbach Arms and Ammunition. If not, keep right on walking. Oh, okay. I have some cash and I need weapons. Show me the goods. I'm here to buy. Care to tell me about your inventory? I was actually hoping to ask you a few questions. Don't mind me, I'm passing through. Let's go with hype. Let's just look at his weapons. I'm not particular on having a weapon. But sniper rifles, and so yeah, it's all the normal sort of stuff. Grenades I'm interested in because they were really helpful in my Shadowrun Return playthrough. Was there a dude over here? No, there wasn't. Okay. Let's just run up here. I bet this guy over here is the magic dude. You looking for some magic, mein Freund? Yep, magic dude. This elf has clearly seen better days. His skin is weathered and emaciated, Jesus, as though it has been stretched too tightly over his frame. Track marks line the crooks of his arms, and the dirty bandages wrap his knuckles. Despite all of this, he seems cheerful enough. The elf fixes his twinkling, bugged-out eyes on you and offers you a broad smile, displaying a set of impossibly white teeth. When he speaks to you, his voice is surprisingly deep. Guten Tag, mein Freund. I'm not going to be able to ever say that. You here for some magic? Because Zack Flash, he gestures at himself with a dramatic flourish, is your magic man. I might be interested. Magic? Are you a street mage? No thanks, buddy. I'll just be on my way. I'm interested, so I might be interested. Zake cocks his head and offers you a lopsided grin. Well then, I might be able to help you. He begins to twist a strand of his long, stringy hair around one of his spidery fingers. His smile remains fixed, a pearly crescent set into a face caked with grime. Don't leave me in suspense. What have you got? I'm interested in combat stims. I need an edge, not a high. Got anything along those lines? On second thought, never mind. I'm actually interested in like real magic, so don't leave me in suspense. What have you got? A little bit of everything. I've got your Zen and your Hyper, your Nitro and your Nova Coke. If you want it, I've got it. Zake leans towards you and lowers his voice to a conspiratorial whisper. I've even got a special concoction of my own design, but I wouldn't recommend it unless you're serious about getting high. So, you want to conduct a little business? Show me what we've got. Let's see who's got drugs. Cool. I'm not into drugs right now, bud. Simmy? Who are you, Simmy? Look a little tired. Warming herself in the dim light of the dying street lamp, and a waif of a girl who looks far too worn for her years. The Mother Superior, she says there will be 7 for me to care for. I need to see them. That's fucked up, man. I wasn't aware of any convent or church nearby. You're high as a kite, aren't you? 7 what? What do you have to care for? You're high as a kite, aren't you? You know that one. We could fly kites. I should ask the Mother Superior. She says I'm to be governess to the children. You notice a chip jack poking out beneath the young woman's unruly hair. The vacant look in her eyes marks her as a likely BTL junkie. That's better than life. Who, I haven't played before or watched my last one. Oh, it says right there. Anyways, BTL junkie, lost between reality and any number of better than life virtual constructs. I need money to get back to them. Oh, God damn it. This story sounds familiar. Look, do you know Monica? Going to step away now. I'm going to step away now. Yes, good. I need to rejoin the children. Fucked up. Lady. The phone rings. Ooh, okay, let's go answer the phone. This is gonna be Altug. It's an old, obsolete phone booth. It's ringing. I pick up the receiver. A monotone, pitch-adjusted voice begins speaking almost immediately. Fuck, man. Shockwellen Riders? The Shockwellen Riders contract for this Kais is no more. Unpro is listed as a follow-up contract. This is our only secured line to this Kais. Please listen to the following instructions carefully if you are a supporter of our cause. It sounds like a robot, so let's go with continue listening. We have phone booths in strategic locations throughout the city. Within each one, you may find a request posted for specific information. You can obtain a copy of this information, return here, and submit it via the port below the receiver. We will verify the authenticity of the information remotely and post an undoctored copy of it onto the Matrix ourselves. It is our stated goal for this information to remain free to all. However, you will be compensated for sought-after information returned to this location. The line goes silent. Hang up the receiver, I'll keep an eye out, or I've got enough problems of my own. So let's go with I'll keep an eye out. The line remains silent. Hang up the receiver. Okay. So it's just not a dead man switch, but like a random thing. Statue. What's the statue of? Bizarre monument towers before you. At the top of the pedestal, the form of an angel stands, its outstretched wings looming over the small park, but the material is strange and uneven, giving the statue a cold, Frankenstein-esque appearance. It appears that the artist has welded this monument together from various metal scraps and pieces of junk. As you approach, a small, grimy monitor at the base of the statue flickers dimly to life. The grainy face of a smug young orc appears on screen. Kunzel. Hello there, I'm Herbert Kunzel, the creator of this monument. What would you like to know? Press 1 for statue name. This is my tribute to Victory, the victory of anarchy. It is both a citation and parody of the statue we destroyed some 20 years ago. You may remember it from the history trades as the Zygosal or Goldels. I don't know, isn't it obvious? The Stygesol, a monument to the hubris of the Prussian state, gets blown to bits, so someone takes a lot of bits and builds a monument to the hubris of anarchy. I mean, what more is there to say? You guys are fucking nut. I don't really want to... I am the visionary Herbert Kunzel, from the Lindwurmer. You might know me from... Okay, well, there isn't much I'm known for yet, but I intend to change that. All art is born from misery, after all. Step away from the statue. Yeah, that was a waste of time. Alright, I can't say I particularly remember where, oh, probably follow the goddamn arrow, eh? Come on. Yeah. Run fast, Mr. Dwarf. Run fast. Cafe Ches. Or Ches. Or Kes. Or Sezv. The cafe. Go inside, and we got Altug behind the bar, and, Jan dude. So let's go talk to Altug first. What do you guys say? The man behind the counter looks right past you at the dog following close behind. Dante, I will fetch his water dish and perhaps a coffee for a friend here. Yeah, let's go with Soykaf Black. The Turk looks disgusted. Very well, Soykaf, he tisks to himself. Okay, well, let's try again. The man behind the counter has the broad smile and open demeanor of a classic Turkish street vendor. Welcome, honored Efendim. Welcome. And how can Burakazagi... Oh god, so bad with these names. Serve you today. You would like a cup of coffee, perhaps? Coffee as in real coffee, not Soykaf? I'm just interested now. Yes, for individuals of refined taste, I offer genuine bean coffee from my native Turkey. The cafe owner looks you in the eye. The tone of his voice grows low and serious. This is the top shelf item, my friend, and not for the general public. Only for those discerning connoisseurs can properly appreciate it. I think I'm the sorts who can appreciate it. Tell me more about Turkish coffee, I guess? It is handpicked by my family in Turkey, a true delicacy of the Sixth World. This was considered a luxury even before the Awakening, when bean coffee was everywhere, every street corner, they say. Yeah. Barack Ghazi leans in close, lowering his voice to a conspiratorial whisper. Long hours in the shop have perfumed his body with the commingled scents of coffee, incense, and applewood tobacco. Trust me, if your coffee experience has been limited to Soykaf, you must not deny yourself this opportunity. You will see God. Alright, you sold me how much? Oh, fuck that. This is a specialty item, delivered at some cost. I cannot part with it for less than 15 yuan per cup. 15 yuan for a cup of coffee, 2 words for my blood. I agree. As I said, these items are not for everybody. Was there something else that you were interested in? Paul Amsel sends his regards. When he hears Amsel's name, the Turk's voice lowers, and his accent becomes less exaggerated. His eyes take on a knowing look. Again, I didn't give him an accent. I don't do shitty accents. Well, but yeah. Anyways, very good. Please express to Herr Hamsel my appreciation of his patronage. If he needs any more catering jobs seen to in the future, I am always happy to provide. He tells me you're developing the menu for a friend of his now, Air Winters, I believe. I want to hear all about it. Catering, I don't follow. Come on. You follow, man. And Paul is always pleased to send business your way, Herr Barakazi. He was hoping we could discuss some details of his Green Winters order. I'm gonna go with, the top one seems to be the most aloof. He tells me you're developing the menu for a friend of his now, Herr Winters, I believe? I want to hear all about it. Yes, of course, so wise one. Tommy, come. The young woman bustles in from the back room. Her gum chewing is loud enough to hear over the noise of the coffee grinders. Barakazi spits something out in rapid-fire Turkish. As you wish, uncle. I will see to it right away. Cammy offers you a shy grin, snaps her gum, and hurries back into the room that she came from. My girl Cammy is arranging to make contact with the chef as we speak. This will likely take some time. My chef is a busy man. While we wait, I wonder if you would be so kind as to run a small errand for me. A trifle, really. Hate to trouble you. I'm embarrassed to even ask. But I would be most appreciative of your help. So what's your trifle? I'm not your errand boy. I do a job. I get paid. Of course, Herr Barakazi. It is no trouble at all. This guy's giving me some pretty important information. I'm just going to do what he says. Of course, Herr Barakazi. It is no trouble at all. Altug's voice lowers to nearly whisper. The errand is simple, hardly worthy of you. I have installed a number of data taps to Berlin's fiber optic network, part of my civic duty, you understand. These taps provide free matrix access for all who live in the Rus Bazaar. In order to maintain their, their anonymity, each tap's protocol buffer must reset every few days. I simply wish for you to visit each data tap and reset it. Simple enough. That's it. No catch. Don't you have people for this? Let's go with that's it. No catch. There is no catch, I assure you. It is time-consuming and a bit tedious, nothing more. Just reset the taps and come back when you are finished. There should be 3 of them scattered around this neighborhood. The first one's just outside. Look for a metal box with yellow arrows painted atop it. By the time you return, I should have the information Herr Amsel requested. Cool. Well, I guess cool. Oh, yeah, there you go. It's pretty clear arrows there. So that's 1. I feel like there's one over here. Nope, no, there's not. It's 1. My god. Oh, there's. Okay, here's one. 2. And 1 more. This Let's Play is starting off kind of slow, but I think in Shadowrun as well, the beginning was a little slow too. Just to kind of roll into the story a bit and give you an idea of the environment and the characters. I'm cool with. As you were resetting the data tap, you notice someone has duct taped a small homemade receiver to the system. An earplug dangles from the receiver. I guess put the earplug in my ear. The sound of heavy machinery makes it difficult to hear the words that are being spoken. After a moment, you find you can make out 2 distinct voices. A nasal woman who sounds like a heavy smoker, and a man who speaks in a high-pitched, breathy tone. Just heard Monica. Need to verify. Good for us. Continue listening. A sound like a conveyor belt starts adding to the noise of machinery, and you can't make out anything else until it comes to a stop a minute later. Think of our next step? Wait. Isn't ready to make a move yet. To be patient. See who steps up. Could be someone more. Continue listening. Probably should have added like sound effect, but whatever. More conveyor belt starts up. All you can hear is the sound of machinery. Continue listening. Some sort of motorized vehicle starts up, drowning out everything else. Continue listening. The bell rings loudly again and again. It sounds like a telephone. You hear the sound of a door slamming shut, and the noise of machinery is suddenly muffled. There's a rattle of plastic and the ringing stops. The nasal woman's voice can be heard again in a sing-song tone. Guten Tag. How may I help you? Her tone changes, becomes more business. I heard. Silence. Yes, he knows. I told him it wasn't time to make a move yet. Silence. What do you think I am, an idiot? The council needs to meet again. Silence. I know, getting everyone in the same room is challenging. Getting them to agree on a course of action is going to be even more challenging. From my perspective, the Cruise Bazaar was only stable because of her. If she really is out of the way, well, we'll see, won't we? Silence. Yeah, I know. What can I say? Things go slowly in the flux sometimes. That kinda hurt to do. You hear the sound of a door opening again, and the cacophony of machinery fills the line. You can't make out anything more. Oh, shit. Sounds like Monica was a little bit more important than they made it seem. At least, currently. We'll see. Maybe my little dwarven beard can fill a gap. Fingers crossed, I guess. Check the bazaar. Or the cafe, whatever. Let's talk to Altug. Again. Welcome back, Honored Effendim. How may I serve you? I finished with your little trifle, Arab Burakazi. Ah, very good. I assume you had no difficulties? Not at all. It's good to take in some night air. Easy, just like you said. So those taps are public service. Is that it? Difficulties? No. One of the taps had been modified a bit, though. Someone was using it as a surveillance device. I'm gonna go with that one. He laughs. Of course they were. I would be surprised if they weren't. This is Berlin, after all. In the flux, everyone spies. If you do not spy, how will you know who is in power and who will be in power next? If you are to stay here, Effendim, you must get used to it. Who enters the Turkish bath will sweat, as my uncle Tay Demir always says. Nevertheless, I shall have one of my people look into it. Wait, there's more. I listened in on the tap and heard something. Might be important. He eyes you closely, amused. Oh ho, tell me, O listener at the keyholes. What did you hear on the surveillance tap you found? Couldn't make out much. A nasal woman and a high-pitched man. They seemed pleased Monica was out of the picture. The Turk's face falls. News travels fast in Berlin. These two are known to me. Is there more? Woman got a call. She talked about a council meeting tonight to decide if they should make a move. Then she was drowned out by heavy machinery. He nods grimly. Most excellent. It is indeed fortuitous that you discovered this information, though it is not unexpected. I will have one of my people attend this council meeting and report back. Whatever you think is best. Sounds good. Keep me in the loop. I'm very interested in this, so let me know what happens. Whatever you think is best. With that out of the way, let us return to our pressing business. Oh shit, I should have read that last message, shouldn't I have? The menu for our Hamsel, Uncle. Kami hands you a folded piece of paper. Inside is a memory stick. Please extend my consolations to him. The death of Fraulein Schaefer must have hit him hard. Burakazi gives Kami a small nod and she hurries out of the room. When she is gone, he returns his attention to you. Please express my condolences as well. I only just heard the news. Monica was an important part of this community. He frowns. Do you know how important? The memory stick Kami just handed you should contain all the information Herr Amsel requires from our chef in the field. Should you require my services in the future, you know where to find me. Until then, good day. Sweet. Alright, so we got a little bit more information about, I guess, this Green Winters guy. We don't know what it is yet, but I'm sure we will find out soon enough. Oh. Cool. Oh, everyone's all like, here. Shit. Well, let's go just talk to Paul, see what's up. Unpro. Amsel peers at you apprehensively. His eyes are bloodshot, his expression grim. Did you get the information about Green Winters? Yes, I spoke to Altug. He gave me this memory stick. Let me see what his agent has to say. Amsel snatches the memory stick from your hand and slots it into his computer terminal. He navigates a series of command line menus, and a wall of amber text floods the screen. Amsel scans it, mouthing the words as his eyes flit back and forth. Barakazi's agent tailed Green Winters to a hotel in a cesspool of Akais named Drogenkip. Jeez, I'm really bad at other languages. The hotel is called Das Kesselhaus. It is a renovated factory nestled deep in the heart of Drogenkip. It appears that Winters is holed up there. Recently there was some contention between two gangs over the control of this neighborhood. Due to the gang violence, the agent refused to follow Winters inside the hotel, but he confirms that he is still inside. Well? Sorry. Well? What are we waiting for? Iger slings her rifle over her shoulder with a single spare motion. Gear up, people. We have a hotel to raid. Gloria and Dietrich pause, exchange looks with Paul. Just a moment, Iger. Amsel rises from his chair, drawing himself to full height. Even so, he has to crane his neck to look her in the eye. You are an excellent soldier, and nobody questions your competence in the field. Your loyalty to this team is equally commendable. That said, we believe that Unpro is the right choice to lead the team. Oh no, I'm getting in the middle. There's a long pause before Iger speaks. When she does, her voice comes out dull and flat. What? Don't mistake this decision for a reprimand. Monica considered your contribution to the team to be invaluable. But we all know that she wasn't comfortable putting a soldier in charge. I don't remember how I did it. Iger speaks through clenched teeth. Her words are measured, but her expression is livid. This is unbelievable. Want to put the rookie in charge? Again? She shakes her head. Don't you people learn from your mistakes? Unbro is the reason we're still alive, Iger. He kept us together. He led us out of there in one piece. Making him your golden boy? She sounds tired, restrained, but above all, disappointed. This is more of your flex state idiocy at work, isn't it? Dietrich reaches out, puts his hand on her shoulder. It's what Monica believed in. Iger's voice tightens. For a moment, her control slips, and her face contorts in grief. Yeah, and look where that got her. She straightens to her full height. Let me give you a piece of advice. In the field, only two things matter. The mission and survival. Everything else is a distraction. Your ridiculous politics have no place on a Shadowrun. Dietrich manages to smile. What can I say? We're German. We have a history of strong political views. Iger sighs. The tone of resignation returns to her voice. Screw it. Let's put an end to this. I've got the skill and experience to lead this team. Unpro, on the other hand, was appointed by Monica as a joke. If you'd rather he take the lead, I'll abide by it. But I want to hear what each of you has to say. Or I want to hear each of you say it. They already have. You weren't listening. Come on, Iger. Give it a rest. I've no quarrel with you, Iger. I'll do as the group wishes. This is a waste of time. We should be out looking for Green Winters. Let's go with I have no quarrel with you, Iger. I'll do as the group wishes. You stay out of this. She stabs an armored finger into your chest hard. The moment she raises her hand to you, Dante's ears lay back and he lets out a low growl. Reflexively, she takes a half step back. I think we've heard what Dante has to say. As for my part, Unpro saved our lives back there. You may not need it, you may not believe it, but he did. The way I see it, that means I follow his lead a while longer. Gloria's voice is uncharacteristically gentle. Jeez, all fucking syllables in that word. I trusted Monica's judgment. Therefore I trust in Unpro's judgment. The discussion is finished, Iger. Amsel speaks softly, but his tone firm. Unpro will take Monica's place as the leader of the team. Monica's death deserves vengeance. I intend to see it done. We're in over our heads, but whatever's we stumbled into tonight. I'll see us through it. Do whatever it takes to keep this team and Monica's legacy alive. That includes taking your advice, Iger. Running the shadows is simple. Work, survive, get paid. I plan to keep us alive long enough to find a payday at the end of this tunnel. Great. Hey Iger, could you grab me a Soykaf? Let's go with, I'll do whatever it takes to keep this team and Monica's legacy alive. That includes taking your advice, Iger. Iger gives you a small nod. That's big of you. She looks down from Daedric to Gloria to Amsel, finally down at Dante, then she sighs. I don't agree with this decision, but I will respect it. She nods again, more decisively this time. Unpro takes the lead, then conversation closed. It's time to move on. We need to focus on chasing down Green Winters. Indeed, I've transferred the information that we received from Altug to the computer terminal in the next room. It used to be Monica's personal workstation. Unpro, now it's yours. Monica kept a variety of notes and dossiers on that machine. I would suggest reviewing her notes when you have the time. Amsel turns his attention away from you and back to his computer screen. Good hunting. I will eagerly await your return. I wouldn't suggest driving to Dragon Keep. The roads aren't safe. Taking the U-Bahn would be faster anyway. Thanks for the tip, Iger. The U-Bahn it is. When I want your opinion, I'll ask for it. A bit of an asshole move. Thanks for the tip, Iger. The U-Bahn it is. Iger nods, then turns to check her equipment. The rest of the group disperses in turn. Well, shit. You now command a team of Shadowrunners. When traveling to new mission locations, you will be able to choose which members of your team to bring and modify their loadout for the run. Sweet. When members of your team become permanently incapacitated on a mission, they'll be automatically extracted for emergency medical care. They will be patched up and ready for action the next time you return to your safe house. Avoid this loss of firepower by always carrying some Bumona trauma kits, BMA or BMN trauma kits into the field. These can be purchased at the Street Doc's office in the Group's Bazaar. Cool. Alright, I think I'm going to end this one here. Still no fighting yet, but there will be fighting soon enough. Well, I guess the beginning there's a little fighting. But anyway, as always, thanks for watching. Feel free to leave any comments or pronunciation suggestions or pointing out when I change people's voices. I swear I'll say it's on purpose, but it's not. I always just forget. So if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks again. Have a good one.